Hey dolls, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before we even get into this video. Subscribe to become a part of the dolls family. And in today's girl talk, we're going to be speaking on learn how and when to move on. So anyways, let's get into this video. So what I mean by learn how and when to move on is, okay, say if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're not treating you how you should be treated. What I mean is the toxicity, the disrespect, so on and so forth. First of all, before even getting into anything with anyone, you should have standards. If you don't have standards, that's not a good sign. I don't really think it's going to work out that way, because if you don't have standards, that means that you basically don't respect yourself. Because it is good as a young woman, especially with y'all being my dolls and being baddies, y'all, it's good for us to have standards. Please have standards before you get into anything. And it's not even just relationships. It's relationships, friendships, really anything in life. Even with yourself, have standards with yourself. But overall, this video is about outside people. So, say if you with somebody who's not treating you how you should be treated, like the toxicity, the disrespect, the going behind your back, the lying, the playing in your face. First of all, that's not what we're about to sit here and settle for. So I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Go ahead and block them. No warning, no nothing. Go ahead and block them, because first of all, that person knows what they're doing. They know that they're not treating you the way you should be treated. They know that their treatment that they're offering you is not enough. They're only doing it because you're tolerating it. Stop tolerating it, because a person is only going to do what you tolerate. So if you're a woman that stands on business when it comes to herself, which is what I try and teach y'all to do, you're not going to allow that. You're not going to allow that. You're not going to tolerate that. If you see the slightest bit of disrespect, you're going to confront it right then and there and be like, okay, I do not like how you disrespecting me, and this is your warning. Get it together. And that's all I'm going to say. First of all, when you realize that, because I'm not just going to say if it's tiny things, cut them off right off the bat. If it's small things here and there that make you realize that they're disrespecting you or do not respect you or value you, speak on it. And only give them 3 times to speak on it. What I do, I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. So, I'm about to show y'all one thing that I do when I'm dealing with really anybody or anything. So, go to your notes app. Start a new note. Put at the top. I know this is so petty, y'all, but it helps. It helps, I'm telling you. Put at the top, strikes. And when this list gets full, when this string gets full down to right here, cut them off. Because I look at it like, okay, it's something different if you're speaking to the person and everything that you speak on, they're changing. They're genuinely changing, not putting on the front or a facade like they're changing and they're not. If they're genuinely changing, you don't have to mark on this list. But if you're constantly speaking to somebody about the same things and they're not changing, or they're only changing temporarily, mark it down up here. When they argue back with you, instead of understanding where you're coming from, put it up here. When they cross you wrong disrespectfully, something that you can't forgive or forget, put it up here. And I'm telling you, as soon as that list gets full, you leave. No warning, leave. Because a person always knows what they're doing when they're doing it, because they're the ones who is doing whatever it is they may be doing. And second of all, let me tell you something. You don't have no business settling for less than you deserve. You don't have no business putting up with something that you don't deserve to put up with. You do not deserve disrespect. You do not deserve a person who's going to go behind your back. You do not deserve a person who's not going to cherish you and realize that it's a privilege to be with you. Start realizing that. Stop giving everybody the free privileges to be with you or to speak to you. You're supposed to be very choosy about yourself, very strict. Don't let just anybody in. Don't let just anybody around you. Don't let just anybody have access to you, because not everybody is meant to have access to you. Not everybody is meant to date you. Not everybody is meant to be your friend. Not everybody even deserves a conversation from you. And if a person did you wrong and they're trying to have a conversation with you after that, don't you ever speak to them again. And if you decide to speak to them again, keep it this small. This small. This small. That's only if you really can't keep your distance from them fully. But if you can keep your distance from them, keep your distance as much as you can. I'm not saying that you just can't, like, the people that you just don't click with, I'm not saying that you just can't get along with them or can't keep it cordial. But the people that you know for a fact disrespect you, do not value you, do not realize your worth, do not speak to them ever again. And say if a person crossed you so wrong the first time and you really cannot forgive that, cut them off right then and there. Stop letting things go on for so long. That's something that I'm currently learning myself. Stop letting things go on for so long. Stop letting things continue for so long. Stop letting that boy show you that he does not care about you or value you for so long. Stop settling for less all because that's what's out here mainly these days. And matter of fact, don't even tell yourself that loyalty is rare or that a good man is rare. I mean, like, don't stop telling yourself that a good relationship is rare. Stop telling yourself that a good friendship is rare. Don't tell yourself none of that. Do not have a society mindset. I don't know how to say the word. Do not have a society mindset, because this generation will try and say, oh, real is rare, this, and that. No, it's not. You're just not looking in the right place. And let me clear that up. We're not going out looking for nothing. We're letting it come to us because we don't chase, we attract. So when you really work on yourself, until you find somebody that meets your standards, set your standards high. If you want to be in a relationship where somebody buys you flowers every week, every Saturday, put that up there. If you want somebody that's mature, that is not just going to sit and argue with you like a little female, put that up there. If that's what you want, put it up there. Whether it may be a female, whether you're a boy and it may be a female, vice versa, either way, set your standards high. And let me tell something to y'all boys, there's nothing wrong with having standards. Okay, you're a male, so there's nothing wrong with having standards. Never let anybody make you feel like you're wrong for having standards or you're wrong for loving yourself. Whoever you are, whatever you claim yourself to be, whoever you want to be, whatever you want to be, you can be that. You don't need nobody's opinion. You don't need nobody's approval. And that's on period. If you want to have standards and you're a boy, do it. If you want to have standards and you're a girl, do it. If you're trans and you want to have standards, do it. Whatever you are, whatever gender you are, whatever race you are, does not make you less of a person, does not make you less than anybody else or anything else. Period. So don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, that's a boy, he can't set standards. No, boys can have standards too. I could understand if it's a boy who goes around doing bad stuff to other people, they don't deserve to have standards. But if it's the same thing with females. If a female is going around treating people bad, she don't deserve to have standards. So if you know for a fact that you're a good person and that not everybody deserves access to you, I know my dogs are good people. And if y'all have something about yourself when it comes to friendships or relationships or how you carry yourself or how you act, change it. It's never too late to change. Anything you don't like about yourself or something that you know is toxic that's going to cause you to self-sabotage or ruin good things, change it. If you have toxic ways when it comes to a friendship or relationships, change it. That's all you got to do. Take the genuine time to change it. I'm not here to judge. Not here to be like, oh my gosh. No. If you have bad ways, change it. We all have had bad ways before. So I'm not going to sit here and just act all picture perfect like I ain't never had bad ways. No. I've had some toxic ways. I've self-sabotaged. I've made plenty of mistakes. And that's exactly why I'm up here telling y'all now. If you have bad habits, change them. Change them. Just take the time to change them. Call them out. Recognize them. Because when you call them out and you recognize them, not only are you getting to know yourself, but you're also bringing out the shadow parts that needs to be fixed, healed, and changed. So, again, if you have bad habits about yourself, change them. Don't beat yourself up about it. And if you have people around you that's not treating you how you should be treated, cut them off. And one thing that I'm currently doing right now, I'm isolating from really everybody, because until I fully become clear on what I want out of a friendship, a relationship, my career, so on and so forth, I'm taking a small break. And there's nothing wrong with that either. If that's what you want to do as well, by all means, do it. I don't care. Do it. You don't owe nobody an explanation. Nobody. As soon as you sit down and you tell yourself, you know what, it's time to isolate. It's time to get my life together. It's time to get my standards right. It's time to get my head back on straight. Do that. And whoever don't like it, just not going to like it. But if that person is not treating you how you should be treated, cut them off. You don't need them. You've never needed them. You do not need them for anything. You need yourself. Would you rather lose a person or lose yourself? Because losing yourself is worse than losing a person. People come and go all the time. Like, things happen. So, and when you level up, when you start to change, when you really change, you level up and you figure out what you do like, what you don't like, because we're still in the process of figuring ourselves out. Every person on this earth is still in the process of figuring themselves out. Nobody's just to the point where they just got it all together. No. We're always going to change. We're always going to grow. Life is always going to change. Everything's always going to change. But one thing that should not change is lowering your standards. Do not lower your standards for nobody. Nobody, nothing. Have self-standards, like such as keeping up with your looks every day, journaling every Wednesday, so on and so forth. Keep up with yourself, because I'm telling you, when you keep up with yourself and you love yourself, everything will act accordingly. So when you put yourself first, you love yourself first, you take care of you first, everybody else will start to do the same thing. They'll recognize, oh my gosh, this person really take care of themselves. They really love themselves. I want to be around them. I want to learn how they do it. That's when everything's going to start acting accordingly. Don't be in a rush to do nothing. Take the time you need to love yourself. I know it's going to be painful to cut whoever it may be off, because you're shedding your old life and you're rebranding to your new life. Always look at everything as a rebrand. You have to cut them people off, do it. You're going to rebrand. You're going to boss up. You're going to meet new people. I know new people may sound bad right now, but when I tell you new people is not as bad as you think, it's a fresh start with a new person, a better person. We're always going to level up. We have to leave people behind that's on our old level or lower level that we just came off of if we want to level up. And if you feel stagnant right now, it's probably because of the things you're holding on to. If you holding on to some bad ways or bad people that you have around you, or people that's not meeting your standards, or the future that you have lined up for yourself, that's what's holding you back. Let go of what's holding you back. You know what's holding you back. Deep down inside, you know what's holding you back. I may not know, but deep down inside, you know what's holding you back. It may be that one person that you don't want to let go of, but you have to let go of them. Reason why is because you holding on to this person like this, or this thing like this, but God has something way bigger and better for you in store. As soon as you let that go and you work on yourself, you heal yourself, God will send in a bigger and better thing. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I held on to this thing or this person for that long. When God sat here and had this person or this thing that's bigger and better ready for me as soon as I let go. So please take it from a person who's been through this. Learn to let go. Letting go is not as bad as you think. When you let go of these people and these things, it's not going to feel right. But don't let that drive you back to your old life. That's how you stay in that constant cycle of going back to what you're used to, what you're comfortable to, so on and so forth. Don't be like that. That's a sign of weakness. Be able to have so much self-love that you learn to walk away from things and people that do not serve you and step into your power and realize, you know what? Why settle for this that doesn't even meet my standards when I can manifest this, what I actually want, what's actually meant for me, what's actually going to help me to level up. And until your manifestations come in, until you're fully clear on your standards and your boundaries and what you want and what you don't want, what you do tolerate and what you don't tolerate, work on yourself. Figure out, what do I need? Stop figuring out how to get back at a person. Stop trying to figure out, oh, how can I make them realize, or how can I get revenge? Get revenge by bossing up. Get revenge by doing better with yourself. Get revenge by winning. That's how you get revenge. Don't ever try and get one with a low value person, because you're going to go out like a low value person as well. If they out here trying to make you jealous with different people, or out here trying to make you mad by telling your business, don't get one with them, because then not only are you wasting your time is money. So use your time wisely. Use your time on yourself, your hustle, your strength, prayer, Use your time on something that's going to benefit you, not what they're doing. Because let me tell you something, they're going to end up broke and bummy because they're worried about, oh, trying to get back at you, trying to make you mad, trying to make you sad, trying to make you jealous. While you over here bossing up, focusing on yourself, focusing on your journey. Tell me, who's going to make it further? I think we both know the answer. But anyways, cut them people off, cut that thing off, set your standards, isolate, fix yourself, build yourself back up again, whatever you gotta do, and manifest new things. And know that it is okay to be alone. If you have to come here and watch this video a million times just for you to be able to stay by yourself, do that. Have self-discipline and have self-love to know that you can manifest anything that you want in this life, that you're going to heal, going to boss up, that everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to work out just fine. But anyways, that's the end of my girl talk. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, my comments are always open. And I now have a content Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube channel named Dollface Maya. So y'all can find me there, or at Diamond Chanel with 2 I's. DIIAMONDCHANEL. But anyways, my comments are always open. Make sure you share this video. And I hope y'all got something from this video. I love y'all. Y'all can do this. And stand on business. And I will see y'all next time.